January 23, 2024 in Amsterdam. I'm cycling through Amsterdam, my name is Tycho, and these are the highlights of the video. For today I thought it would be nice if I hop on and hop off the Amsterdam ferries. They are free to use, so whenever you're here in Amsterdam you can use them 100% free. All you gotta do is just hop on and hop off at the other side of the water. And there at Central Station there's multiple ferries, they're going to multiple destinations. I'm gonna go from, well, this is the start of the video, so I'm gonna go from the Pontsteiger ferry. The Pontsteiger is the name of this building right here on the left. With $1 million worth of apartments. There's one very, very big apartment over there with the diagonal lines. On the top left there you see the diagonal lines. That's one huge apartment, if I'm correct, bought by a very wealthy Chinese man. I think his name is Mr. One and he likes buying stuff. Anyways, I'm going on this ferry. We're going to the NDSM area. And for those of you who don't know it, the NDSM area is a very nice area to definitely check out if you're here in Amsterdam. I'll cycle a little bit through the NDSM as well. So you'll see, you get a small impression. It's just the tip of the iceberg, really. Whenever you're here, I always tell the people go to the NDSM. And one of the main reasons is also because the ride on the ferry is so nice. So not necessarily this ride from the Pontsteiger to the NDSM, but from Central Station. Oh yeah, I speeded up a little bit because, I don't know, otherwise it would take ages, huh? And I think many people would click away. So here we are at the NDSM. I go off and the people waiting there in the green areas are the ones who go on. Here in front of us is the next museum. I've not been there yet, something futuristic. There's a couple of new museums here in the NDSM area. But for the rest, there's quite a few new buildings and they're still building a lot of, new stuff over here. But what's nice is that it also remains its old 80s vibe. So here on the left, that's all brand new. And another day I'll cycle through these streets. Well, the streets are not finished yet, but through these what's supposed to be roads. And you'll see that it really, starts to shape up. I'm gonna go to the right. Here you see a graffiti art by a famous man, I forgot his name, Anne Frank. And it's also a museum now here, Straat. It's about street art. Straat is street in Dutch. And the building on the left and the other one over there on the left, these two buildings are being used to host the biggest flea market of Europe once a month, the Eihallen. And I'm cycling a tiny, tiny circle here on this square. So you see, it's like we're in the 80s again when you see these buildings. And you don't necessarily have to go in the Straat Museum to see street art, as you can see, because there's street art everywhere here around us. Make art, not euros. Or money, huh? Yeah, so when there's a flea market and the weather is good, it will also be here out on the square. The entrance will be right here. For the rest, there's a lot of restaurants. Noorderlicht, I think it still exists. Black with double L. And see that crane on the right over there? You think it's, doing something? No, 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 no. It's a hotel. A very expensive hotel with 3 rooms. Okay. Let's speed it up a tiny bit because... we're gonna go out of this NDSM part now. And I'll just keep up this speed. It's 3 times as fast as I cycle in real life. Until we are a little bit, in the civilized area again. So everything is, very empty here on the right and on the left. But let's say in 2 years, 2 to 3 years, I feel like something like that. It will be, starting to shape up full of buildings. So you see they're already, doing something here on the right. So maybe in 2 years we can compare these shots. And everything you see around you is brand new. And I think it's nice, you know, that the city is starting to, yeah, it's growing. Back in the old days, well, the old days, 20 years ago, everyone was always saying Noord is gestoord. Eh? Noord, Amsterdam North is insane. Cray cray. But now, they really try to make Amsterdam North the new Western Park. There's the Northern Park, and they try to make it, like, you know, to lure the people there. Look, it's fun, there's stuff to do. And it's working, because Amsterdam North is becoming more and more fun. The new buildings they're building, it's a mix of apartments to buy and rental apartments, social rent. And so it's, otherwise the neighborhood would be not fairly, how do you call it? Yeah, it's a nicely mixed neighborhood. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Or it's gonna be nicely mixed neighborhoods. Several incomes, etc. Look at this. There's not even a road. Like, I don't know if I was allowed to cycle here. Well, I guess so, because, yeah, there was no other way. And now we're kind of in the Buikslotermeer area of Amsterdam. And I'm gonna hop on the other ferry back to Central Station and cycle a little bit through the center. That's what this video is about. So let's get to the usual speed. 100% speed. The building on the right now on the screen, that's the Adam Tower. You can go up for €16.50. And I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. It's really worth it. Yeah, it was a very lovely day today. Oh, actually, in fact, it still is a lovely day today. And I don't know where you are in the world. Is it a nice day for you? Is it snowing? Is it hailing? Or is it 10 degrees? I mean, today I even decided to not wear my scarf. Okay, I'm wearing my gloves. I got a little wound on my finger. So, wear my gloves again, unlike yesterday. The building in front of us, at the other side of the water, that's Central Station, and you see Amsterdam is written there on the top. They did that so the helicopters and the airplanes, when you fly over Amsterdam, you'll see Amsterdam is written over there. And here we got one of those free ferries again, and I'm glad I'm in time. Yeah, the municipality of Amsterdam is still thinking about building a bridge. And maybe it will be a special bicycle bridge / pedestrian bridge, but a bridge to the north of Amsterdam. And I think whenever that bridge will be finalized, you know, the idea, there's several ideas. They're also thinking about a ski lift. But I think at the moment that there will be a bridge or a tunnel or a ski lift, at that point the ferries will stop being free. Now they don't charge you because there's just no other way. Okay, there's one other way. You will really have to cycle a very, very, very long time all the way to the east over Zeeburg Island. For those of you who know, you know. And for those of you who don't know, subscribe to my channel, Tycho from Amsterdam, and I'll definitely cycle over Zeeburg Island this spring. It's gonna be a very nice route. And maybe if I got some couch, you know, no, I'm gonna do it with couch surfers. I'm gonna go to Zeeburg Island and Durgerdam, the little village in Ransdorp, Holy Sloot. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But it needs to be the right people. People who can cycle and would like to be on camera. But for now, Here we are in the center of Amsterdam. We went from Central Station through the bicycle tunnel, and yeah, we have arrived. So yeah, it was a Tuesday today. People are going to work, and the people you see walking are probably just tourists. Like the little group on the left right here. I'm going to the Spui Street. So if we would continue here on the left, we would end up behind Dam Square, the main square. But now we're going to the Spui Street. S-P-U-I. In the olden times there used to be water here. It's a long time ago, that time. Hundreds of years ago. That guy in front of me, yeah, he got an electric bike, I think, because he's going very fast with a big bucket like that. Yeah, the Spui Street is quite a nice street, so in the evening there's a little tiny bit of red lights here in this area. And then at the other side of the Spui Street, it's very lively with a lot of cafes, and especially at the end of Spui Square. But in this video I'm going to the half of, yeah, just halfway there. I'm not going to the cafe part. Yeah, it is very nice, but also the people living here hardly get any sun in their houses. Just the top floors, as you can see right now. It could also be a good thing, of course, when it's super hot. The building here on the left with the nice architecture. That's the back of Magna Plaza, which is nowadays a shopping center, well, or a department store. In Japanese, department store is depato. That's not a joke. So this is halfway there. I'm going to the right. On the left is Dam Square right now, out of the screen. Pigeon incoming, watch out. There we go. Yep, this is also very nice, the building on the left. Pretty crowded street sometimes though. Maybe one day they'll also renovate this street, make the bicycle road nice, get rid of the parking spots. I guess that's the future. Let's say within 10 years. In front of us is the Western Church, still in renovation. Like I said in another video a few weeks ago, it's gonna take 1.5 years. The church is from the 1600 something, yeah, so the 17th century. And I guess with a renovation like this, it's gonna keep up for the upcoming decades again. And right next to the church is the Anne Frank house. Now we're crossing the bridge and we enter the Jordaan area. And many people think that the Western Church is in the Jordaan, but it's actually at the edge of the Jordaan. But in the olden times, the people from the Jordaan went to this church. From the southern part of this part of the Jordaan, because in the northern part is of course the Northern Church. So yes, it's seen as a church for the Jordaan, but it's right outside. Fun fact. Oh, and Anne Frank here on the right. Yeah. We're going to the left. In one of my favorite streets from the Jordaan. It's actually 3 different streets. You'll see it in the video chapters. Eerst Egelantier Dwarsstraat, blah, stuff like that. And now it's another name. And I like this street very much. This is the number 2 bridge of Amsterdam in my top 10 bridges, the Hilletjesbrug. And from this part, okay, so now it's very calm. But when it's a bit nicer weather and it's around dinner time or something, it's very gezellig, as we say in Dutch. Yeah? Very cozy, very nice, very good atmosphere, very good vibes over here. A lot of tiny places to sit, chill, and just to walk around. And when you walk actually from the opposite direction, so now we're going in the other direction because I'm going back home. But when you go, in the other direction, you'll see the Western Church all the way. I got it in a lot of my videos. So while you walk through this street, you see the Western Church, and then you walk over that bridge, and it's like, wow. And when the weather is nice, the bridge is full of flowers. So I will definitely recommend you also to check out the Hilletjesbrug, Hilletjes bridge. And in my top 10 bridges video, you'll find out more info about that bridge. Named after a woman, and her name was, you would never guess it, Hilletje. You see the construction now in front of us? It's always scaring me a tiny bit, I'm always feeling like, okay, what if it falls down at the moment I'm cycling through this? Like, oi. I'm doing my little prayer every time on the bike, in my mind. So, and now we go out of the Jordaan, and also out of the center. Yeah, so this was the Jordaan neighborhood. And now at the end of the video we enter my neighborhood. Well, almost. Parking your car in the center is €7.50 per hour, and in my neighborhood €6.50 per hour. So you understand why I'm cycling. My favorite bicycle repair shop here on the left, the white corner. And there in front of us, that's my neighborhood, the Staatsliedenbuurt. Or in English, the Statesman neighborhood. So the streets are named after mayors and important people from back then. Huh? Thank you so much for watching if you're still here. By the way, here on the left is one of my favorite supermarkets, or, well, the one I go to a lot, Dirk van den Broek. Anyways, don't forget to press like. If you want to support me, you can buy me a coffee, and if you really want to support me, you can become a member of my channel. I'm still working on my membership program. Stay tuned for that. Have a blessed day!